Leadership is about the person. There's no set formula, and I touched on Sir Alex in terms of obviously changing how he communicates to different people. So in terms of this chapter, what I wanted to do is just put across how leadership is in football and what the greats do to get the best out of players that become greats. You know, so if you're a coach reading that, you will learn that Mourinho went out of his way to make Benny McCarthy feel unbelievable, you know, by ringing his mum and going that extra mile. You'll learn about Sir Alex in terms of how he used to communicate to the leaders to trickle his message down to the younger players. But when he realised that his team were getting older and actually the future of Man United relied on Ronaldo and Rooney, he had to change his philosophy. He was super aware, and I love that. And this is something that's really important, not just in leadership, but in general. It's about being flexible. He was very aware about how the culture was changing, and he was willing to change with it and not be stubborn. So I think, like, with leadership, like all the other chapters, it's touching on multiple areas around leadership. So I never played under him, but I spoke to Quinton, I spoke to Kieran Richardson as well, and just looking at the book, I read Alex Ferguson's book on leadership, and what I got is his connection with people within the environment was really good. It was a plus, and this is why every time you see a youngster get to the first team, there's always going to be a picture of Sir Alex Ferguson with him when he was a youngster. But it wasn't just the young players, it was everyone. That was a family environment there. But that's almost like, that's one part of it. Then you've got the other part whereby he was very clever in terms of how he delivered his messages. So
yeah.
In one instance, he might have a go and deliver, the famous hairdryer treatment. But then he would know the characters that can take that and who will motivate. On others, he said, he'll pass that message through his assistant, or he might do it generically, hoping that the other person gets the message. But what I don't get is that in this industry of football, you'll get managers who will read about the hairdryer treatment, so he shouts at players, and they will take that on. Or they will read about Sir Alex Ferguson doesn't allow, academy players to wear coloured boots, and they'll take that on. But they don't research into the details of who he is and what makes Man United so successful. What I loved is when I used to watch Man United interviews, after a game, the Manchester United players used to speak about the club as though it was a person. It was like, at Man United, they appreciated being there so much, and they put it on the club on a pedestal. At Man United, you don't behave like this. In different ways, they would say that. And I just thought to myself, what is it about Sir Alex Ferguson that gets players to believe in this, whatever philosophy he has, and to then continue it? And it's unbelievable. I mean, these are players that sign from all these different clubs. They go into United and they just embody it. They embody that.